Hey guys, Aaron here. Today we're going to be installing a CATBACK exhaust system for the 2014 through 2018 Chevy Silverado and GMC Sierra trucks. Now this particular truck is a 2014 with about 125,000 miles. It is a crew cab and it does have the 5.3 liter engine. Now if you have the 6.2 liter engine, this install is going to be the exact same. However, you will need a different part number, and we'll go over that in a little bit. So before we begin, let's go ahead and go over the parts and tools we're going to need to get the job done. Now this particular kit is manufactured by Hooker. It's of their Blackheart series, all 304 stainless exhaust. So you guys who are in the rust belt, see a lot of rust, definitely get this kit. This kit's going to help you out. It's going to last longer than those that use mild steel and are cheaper. So if you look over here, the part that actually connects to the catalytic converter, this is the part that's different for the 5.3 or the 6.2 liters. The 6.2 liter engines have a little bit larger of a diameter here, so it won't work. I'll go ahead and throw a link in the description for both part numbers if you guys are interested, along with some other CATBACKs that I've installed for these trucks before that I do recommend. And since this is a 100% bolt-on kit, there will not be any welding required. You won't have to break out the welder here, which is nice. A little bit simpler, a little bit easier. So let's go ahead and start with the install now. All right, so here we are at the front of the CATBACK. CATBACK's right here. Here's a clamp that's attached to the CATBACK. So we're actually going to be using a provided clamp, and this one's going to be scrapped. And then here's our third catalytic converter right here. So using a 13 millimeter, let's go ahead and loosen that up. But before that, let's just go ahead and spray up some WD-40, and then penetrating oil will work, just so we're not fighting these threads right here. All right, once that's loose, just go ahead and take the CATBACK and kind of bend it out of the way. So now that the front's removed, all we have to do is remove the hangers from the mounts here. I like to spray a little bit of WD-40 inside of here, and then we can simply just push the mount outward. And we're gonna work down, working on the muffler mounts and then the tailpipes, and then we're gonna take this whole exhaust system and drop it down as a complete unit. That way, if we need to reinstall it in the future, we don't have to do any welding or anything like that. Alright, so here we are at the tailpipe with the last mount. Once we remove this mount, we're free to go ahead and remove the CATBACK from the vehicle. Alright, so now that we have the stock exhaust off, it's time to go ahead and install our new CATBACK. What we're going to do is we're going to install it in sections, starting with the piece that goes closest to the catalytic converter. Alright, let's go ahead and throw our new clamp on. And then we're just going to set it on the pipe and tighten it down. We're not going to get it real tight. We still want to be able to manipulate this front pipe here, so we're just going to get it a little bit snug. So there we have it. It won't fall off, and we can still move it around a little bit. Now, working with the same pipe, let's go ahead and put the new piece of metal into the mount, and we'll just have that rest there like that. Alright, since we have a crew cab, we're going to need to put on a little extension piece right here. What's nice is that the kit that we have is made for all truck lengths. So if you have a regular cab, you don't really need this, but since we have a crew cab, we need this. And then after this piece, we will put the muffler on. You go ahead and put the mounts in, securing the muffler in place. Alright, so now our new exhaust is fully mounted on the vehicle. Before we go ahead and tighten any clamps down, we need to make sure that our little exhaust tip here is angled exactly how we want it. You can go ahead and manipulate the pipe now that the clamps are loose and make sure it's good and square with the body. Once that's done, let's go ahead and tighten up those clamps, and then we can take this vehicle for a test drive.